Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. So today I'm gonna film you another part of my Use Them Shadows series, in which every week, well, not every week, but every time I film this, which is about every second to third week, I take one of my eyeshadow palettes and I create a look with it just to make sure that I use all of them, and also I try to create a look that I don't have on my channel yet. So this week it's the W7 on the Rocks palette. I think I have one or two tutorials up with it, so I'm gonna link them all in the card, and also if you want to see more of my Use Them Shadows series, I will link that as well, both in the cards and in the description box. But I think that's it. If you don't want to miss any of my future uploads that are really similar, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. I post makeup content 3 times a week at least, but sometimes I have a cheeky Saturday video as well. But for now, we're gonna just jump into the tutorial and see how I use this color story here. Alright, so I know I'm looking a bit crazy at the moment, but it's okay. Once we have everything done, it's gonna be fine. So the first shade I'm using is the shade Caraco. It's this really deep green in the corner, and I'm using it on my flat MAC packing brush that I have no clue what number it is because it's gone. But first I'm gonna just take this shade and build it up all over my lid. And of course I didn't have any fallout on the previous eye, so I decided to do my base, and now I do. Great. And I pulled the shape up a little bit on the outer corner. Okay, so it's gonna look crazy for a little while longer, because first I went in with my blank canvas E42 brush and I dipped it in the shade Pina Colada, which is this bit more mustardy shade, and honestly I'm not sure I should have done that, but I already did, so it's too late. And first I just applied it all around the outer perimeters, and I know that this is not going to blend with it perfectly, but that's what I started with, so we're going to repeat the same on this eye. Just wanted to give it a bit of a yellow tint, or like a bit of a mustardy tint, and honestly I should have maybe left it, but it seemed like a good idea at the time, so we're gonna roll with it, and I'm just gonna blend it all around. Then I swap to my Morphe M506 and I go into the shade Martini Olive, which is this really light, well, olive green. Guess it makes sense, huh? And I'm gonna blend the first portion, the inner portion of my eye with this, just where the darker green ends. So it should help to blend it all into this mustardy color a bit more. Then I swapped to the brush that actually came with the palette and I dip into the shade Magnum, which is still quite a deep green, but it's not as dark as the one we use on the lid. So it will help to diffuse it and blend it. And then I will just keep going back to the other brush we used as well. You can always dip back into Pina Colada and blend it a bit more, so it diffuses it a bit more and makes it lighter. I might have dipped in a bit too much shadow. Oh dear. Now in cases like this, I will go and grab a clean brush. This is the MAC 217, and just blend over it. I feel like I applied too much green on this side. And I feel like I blended too far in on the inner corner, so I'm going to take a bit of Moscato, I guess, this skin color shade. Just blend. You can always go back to your actual lid as well and tap over it, but whatever is left on the brush. And then just keep going back with the blending brush as well until you're happy. What I'm gonna do next I took a teeny tiny flat brush and I dipped it in the shade Sugar Rim and Champagne Toast. So this pinky shimmery shade and the gold, and mixed the two together and applied it on my brow bone. Just because I didn't want anything too heavy there. But it still lightens it a little bit without it being obnoxious. Then I also used my Zoeva 240 and dipped it in the shade Last Call, which is the darkest brown in the palette, and just diffused it on the outer corner. Now this is really not going to do a lot, but I feel like with my brown eyes it just ties the look together and gives it a little bit of something to make them look super dark and intense, which I like personally. But it's barely detectable really. Still feel it gives a nice little touch to the look, and you know I like a good diffused liner if you've been here before. Then I took the brush again that came with a palette and I dipped it in the shade Bellini, but this time on the flat end, and just patted it in my inner corner. Now this is a really similar shade to what we have in the crease, but it's a bit brighter. And then I also dipped it in Champagne Toast, which is again that gold shimmery shade, and just patted it a little bit on the top. It doesn't do a lot, but it has a tiny bit of shine to it. Then for the lower lash line I took again the Morphe B16, no not again, I just took it for the first time, and dipped it again in the shade Bellini, which is this brighter orangey shade I guess, and blended it all over the lower lash line. And then I took the clean MAC brush and blended it. I do like to take bigger brushes, and if I feel like I need a bit more then I can go back in. Then I took a flat angle brush and dipped it in the shade Caraco, which is the same green that we used all over the lid, and I just stamped it along the lower lash line as well. And then took the previous Morphe brush and blended it together. I feel like I just need a bit more shadow there. I feel like it's deeper now on the other side. Okay, I think we're good. So the last two steps is eyeliner and mascara. So for eyeliner is the Kiko Intense Color Long Lasting Eyeliner in the shade 11. Then a coating from my favorite mascara, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. And voila, the makeup is done. I mean, it's quite intense, it's quite dark, but I mean, it's the fall time now officially, so when can you wear makeup if not like this? Not like this, if not at this time of the year. But let me know what you think. Would you wear something dark green like this? Well, we know the answer to me. Also, I feel like this screams Slytherin, even though I'm a Gryffindor, but well, I still like it. So here we go. Please let me know what you think of this look, or what are your favorite colors from the palette. But for now I'm gonna go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean so much to me. I post 3 videos a week. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, with the occasional Saturday videos as well. But for now I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and bye bye!